Hi, everybody. Alright, I know you're looking at the feed and thinking, wow, this looks like shit. And you'd be right. So what happened was, you know, my wife nicknamed me SMF, which stands for Spilly MF. And I only take this camera out, so the camera that I have to record all this, I only take it out of its weatherproof case to get the SD card out, take the video off, put it back in. That's it. It's the only time I ever take the camera out. And yet, in that 10-second window the other day, I dropped and cracked the lens on it. So, in my stupid effort to save a couple of bucks, I bought the crappiest 4K action cam replacement I could find. Yeah, don't do that. In fact, rant against myself and anyone else who's listening. Don't buy cheap shit. When is it ever worth it? When is cheap? Outside of beer, when is buying cheap ever worth it? If you know, comment below. But yeah, so that's it. Anyway, none of that's important because ta-da, second display is in. I finally got the cojones and ordered the second display and installed it. You can see it's gorgeous. One thing I will recommend, of course, is because I installed these a year and a half apart, the software version wasn't the same. And weird things start to happen if the software versions aren't the same. So do yourself a favor when you're installing the second display, have the SD card with the software loaded up as to not make you freak out and think that it's all broken. So that is the big update. Let's see, any other updates? Oh yeah. So heard back from the engine man. The engine's being torn down right now. They've got to add a new crankcase side and camshaft, because camshaft for constant speed has a secondary little gear for the oil, I think. All I know is it's different. So there is a second gear. I think it's like a little 45-degree gear that's in there. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is it's being replaced. And that the video is frozen because the camera is a piece of shit. Those are the two things I know. Alright, so that's update for there. And the rest of this video, so from here on out, remember how we used to have the random crapola videos where it was just me doing a bunch of stuff? Pretty much that's where we are now. I'm basically skipping around to different things every like hour and a half. So you might not get a video of just all of one thing. Here we're actually going to do a bunch of stuff. So we're mixing the filler that's going between the canopy and the canopy frame. I'm using that two-colored filler, which you can't tell what colors they are because this feed. It mixes to green, and then I add a little bit of that black acrylic paint. Put it in a Ziploc bag like it's frosting. Cut the tip, and then we're going to apply, which you will not see half of because the video camera sucks and stopped recording and just gave me a freeze frame. So yeah, the idea is that you just pipe it in between the two, right? Don't pipe too much because you don't want it to squeeze out into the cockpit area, but put enough that it definitely fills up the entire void. Then I'm going to go over it with a popsicle stick, trying to sort of smooth it out. Remember, the idea is that you want a continuously smooth line. That is the canopy going all the way down to the canopy frame, and the line where those two meet will be the front edge of this filler. Now don't worry if you put too much. You can always go back and sand this stuff down, which I will do, and then apply patches where it needs to be. With that all dry, we're going to go now and fiddle with the, hopefully it'll move, or not, there we go. These are the defrost fans. So the defrost fans are just 60mm computer fans. They have 3 wires on them. The blue one you will not need. So the red and the black are obviously the power. The blue one is the tachometer for computer systems to tell you how fast your fans are spinning. Don't really think you need that since it's just going to be 12 volts, so I took those out. Then I've switched over to the back bottom skin of the wing. Just starting it here. This is actually what we'll be focusing on for many videos. Just starting by putting the first couple in. There's a lot of lunging. Look at that. You see that? Look at that reach. I am still sore because of having to be in a warrior pose for that long. That's a yoga position for those of you not in California. So basically, it's nice. All of the ribs are oriented so that you can get to them relatively easy based upon where the inspection panels are. Yeah, you do have to reach up underneath the skin, for about 30, I'd say 30 to 35, maybe 40 rivets that are uncomfortable. The rest you just need to have someone that's about 6 feet tall that wears shirt with 32-inch arms. That's pretty much that, because that's what I have, and it worked fine. So, all right, the next video, more wings. Unfortunately, this crappy video is going to continue. The replacement camera isn't coming until today, and there's a lot of video that I've done in the last week. So here I am doing the initial sanding. We'll start back up. Look at that crappy feed. Sanding off the first pass. Hopefully you'll be able to see some more of that in the next video. So thanks for joining me. See you soon.